Hello and welcome. We're going to be laser focused on getting all the very best weapons, armor, and utility items. These are your uniques, your schematics. These are always the very best versions of weapons, armor that can be found within the Eastern Shield Wall. And jumping straight in, there are 4 locations to find uniques within the Eastern Shield Wall. Imperial Testing Station number 142, Fangs of Quest, Sentinel City, and the Southern Comms. So if you want a high level knowledge of where they are, you can go hunt them yourselves, just find these locations. However, we're going to go into a lot more detail. We're going to talk about the drop rates, which items can be found at which locations. We will be going through this very quickly, so make sure you pause it if you want to have a closer look at the schematics. I've put timestamps for the locations, and just before we begin, I highly recommend you have either a full suspensor belt or one of the Empress wings. It will make getting to all these locations much easier. It's also highly recommended that you have an Ornithopter, but it's not required. So let's dive in, starting with the very first location within the Eastern Shield Wall. And we're going to begin with the first area I would attack for the fastest route or the best route if you're wanting to hit every single point of interest to try farm these as efficiently as possible. And where are we going to begin? Well, we're starting with Testing Station 142. And just so you get a very concise illustration of where it is on the map, it is in the eastern wall, all the way at the back there, very distinguished by a little hole. And as you zoom in, you'll see Imperial Testing Station number 42. There should be a couple missions here. This one should not be difficult to find. You are simply running through this station until you get to the end to get to that precious loot. Now, more importantly, what will drop at the Testing Station 142 and what are the drop rates? Well, it's worth noting, all the items have a drop rate of 9.09 except for 2 items. The Heavy Disruptor Abelard's Rapture has a drop rate of 8.3 and Old Sparky Mk4, the Power Pack, has a drop rate of 8.3. All the other items that drop from this location have the same drop rate of 9.09, making Old Spark and Abelard's Rapture the rarest drop or hardest at this location. The other items we can get are the Buoyant Reaper Mk4, Spark Stamina Sword, the Iron Watch Special Disruptor, Marakeb Steel Suit, which includes the boots, chest piece, gauntlet, helmet, all can be found at this location, Mohandis Sandbike Engine Mk4, and the Buggy Rattler Boost Module Mk4. The next location is perched up on the highest point of Haga Basin. It's called Fangs of Quest, and you are taken to this location as a part of a quest. And if you're wondering where it is on the map, this is the location. We'll just zoom in and out so you get a really good idea of where it is. And if you're wondering why they call it Fangs of Quest, it's because from a distance, you can see a lion-looking rock formation. It's worth noting that all the drops at this location have a drop rate of 11.1%, so they're all the same. This location, we can get the collapsible Jew Reaper Mk4, the Stammer Shot, which is a burst-fire rifle. You can get the complete Shradrath Steel Suit armor set. This is an armored steel suit, so you'll find the boots, the garment, gloves, and mask all spawning at this location. You can also find the power gauntlets, which provide a minus 10% power usage for all things requiring power. You'll also find the improved Reaper gloves, provide an extra 10% yield when using the Jew Reapers. You'll also find the excellent Idaho soft step boots, reducing worm threat by 45%. And finally, the Storm Rider Boost Mk4. I'll show you where I'm going to go land. So we'll just zip over, speed things up a little bit. But basically, what we're aiming for is to try get as high as we can with the Ornithopter. One of the best places to park the Ornithopter is where one of the chests are. It's kind of a good indicator that you've found the right spot to park your Ornithopter. And the reason I'm doing it this way, in this order, is because it's really handy if we can jump out of the Ornithopter, have it completely empty, and be able to back it up. And here is the chest I was talking about. And just opening the map, here we are on this side of the mountain, just in case you want to know. But ultimately, all we're doing is just shooting ourselves up this mountain. Depending on what level you are, if you're a planetologist, and what equipment you have on, you should be able to do this in pretty much 2 jumps. And we're just trying to aim for the top. And once we're at the top, we're just sprinting across, heading in the direction of sort of southeast is probably the best direction. Then we'll be jumping down. So once we get to southeast, we can kind of jump down to this little platform, and then we should see a little path with lights. That's what we're kind of aiming for. And then from here, it's very straightforward. we can find the chest. After grabbing the chest, what I like to do is jump on top of this Ornithopter. So I'm going to use the backup and quickly jump into my Ornithopter as it falls. And that way we can not waste any fuel, but always bring extra fuel with you just in case. And this is going to take us directly to the next location, which we're going to farm as well as quick as possible. That's why I like to do it in this order, because we are pretty much here at that spot now. Next location is the Sentinel City. Now the Sentinel City is just at the bottom of the largest peak within Hager Basin, which you've just seen us fly down to. So there should be no dramas finding this location. All the drops have a drop rate of 9.09%, excluding the house burst drill shot. This has a drop rate of 14.28%. You will find this weapon dropping much more frequently in this location. The other items that drop are the Sinner's Blood Bag. We have Daenerys Gift Dagger, the Poison Mist Sword, the Way of the Fighter Mauler Pistol, House Disruptor Pistol, which is a snub nose weapon. Then we have the complete suit of Quirth. Boots, gauntlets, helmet, chest plates, and pants can all be found at this location. I'll just quickly show you how to find the chest. This is pretty much the quickest way to go about it. So you can go in either way, through that way over there or through here. Both of those will lead you to the chest. I'm just going to show you the quick way I'm doing it. You can fly in. You don't have to do this, but this is all I'm doing. Just getting out, packing up the Ornithopter. I'd have my shield on, and then you're just running straight for the chest. If you're running this and you're just after uniques, you can do it this way for the fastest possible turnover. Otherwise, it's good value to find all the other chests in this area, as there's lots of pumps and well worth good items. But all we need to do is grab this key, run around, avoid the enemies. You can kill them if you want, but we're just ducking straight in here. And this is where the chest is. I just wanted to show you that, just so you know where it is. Next location is Southern Comms. It is very close to the Atreides base. This is a really good location to farm just when you're passing through, and it only takes a second to grab the goods. It's probably one of the easiest and fastest to loot, but just so you have a good idea, this is a location on the map very close to the previous location we were just at. All items have the same drop rate of 9.09. You'll find the Spark Dagger, the long shot rifle, then you'll find the complete Sentinel armor set here, the boots, gauntlets, helmet, chest piece, and pants. You'll find the legendary Empress Wing Mk4, bigger buggy boot Mk4, and the focus laser cutter Mk4. By far the easiest to farm. You simply land on top, quickly jump down, grab the goods out of the chest, and then you jump back in your Thopter and bing bada boom, you're gone. So there you have it. Those are all the locations and the uniques plus the drop rates. Now it's worth noting there'll be quests that give you the House Disruptor pistol as a reward. You'll also get the complete Mark Webb still suit as a reward from a quest. Now I was going to go through a lot of the items in more detail, but I think what I'm going to do is make a video on each to do some comparison and a bit more thorough investigation, provide better information. But let me know what you think and what you need from these videos. Is it helpful to have the recipe and what you need to craft? Do you need it to be slower? Let me know in the comments. If you got anything out of this, consider liking, subscribing. It goes a really long way. Thanks very much. Peace.